Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to create three stunning eye looks featuring the three Natasha Denona palettes that were sent out in the April Boxycharm boxes. Each and every one of these eyeshadow palettes has so much to offer and provides you with so many options on beautiful eyeshadow looks that you can create. So I'm going to give you an idea on what you can do with each and every single one of them. We'll dive into a navy halo look, terracotta and lavender goodness, and a stunning smoky eye that will suit any eye color. And if you're new to my channel, feel free to click that subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. That way YouTube lets you know every single time I upload a brand new video. When I do my tutorials, I like to keep them nice and simple. I don't think that makeup needs to be difficult, complicated, or super time consuming. So let's dive on in so I can show you all three of these stunning looks. Just as a heads up, I will be using a ton of alter ego brushes. They're all amazing, they're all beautiful, and I recently reviewed them in another video, so yeah. The first palette we're gonna dive into is the Jubilee palette, and you guys saw my unboxing with Ty. If you didn't, you totally should go watch it because everyone loved it, and my little mini me has become quite the little pro here, trying to take over my channel. But look what she did to my palette. She like butchered some of the shades. The first thing I'm gonna do is dive into this cream shade. And we're gonna apply that directly on the crease, and we're gonna blend it outward. Not down, just outward. I want some of that warmth to surpass my crease, therefore I'm blending it up to my brow. It's a decent shade, so it's not like it's gonna look kind of crazy. Then I'm gonna go into this navy shade, which can seem very intimidating for a lot of people. I totally get it. And then we're gonna build this shade all over the lid. But we're not gonna pass our crease. So what I like to do is I'll take the brush and I'll just like push in where there's a little bit of a dent, and that's how you know that that's your crease. You don't wanna surpass that. I'm gonna take another brush and I'm gonna blend this edge out. Now this is going to take a while, but you want a nice gradient. You don't want it to just be from one color to the other, and you don't want it to look super blunt. So I'm gonna take my time and then I'll come back once this is completely blended. I'm gonna take whatever's left on the brush and I'm gonna drag that on the lower portion of my waterline. And then with another brush, I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that out. I'm gonna dip into this teal shade. Look how pretty she is. It's like very mermaid-esque, and I'm just gonna tap that. I'm not gonna blend it in. I'm just gonna tap that directly on the center of the eye. I will apply a black liner. This one is a Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen in black, and guys, this is one of my top 4 favorite eyeliners. And can you see why? It is so dark. Go in with some mascara. I'm gonna use the Ofra Cosmetics HD Volumizing Mascara. I've been using it a lot lately because I kind of really like it. We're gonna build it up at the bottom and just apply maybe one coat at the top. Allow the mascara to dry and pop on some outer end wispies. And here is a completed look using the Jubilee palette by Natasha Denona. And if you're wondering about my lip combo, the lip liner I use is the Saint Luxe Secret Admirer lip liner, which happened to have come in a Boxycharm box in the past. I used my Flexi Slick by Ofra Cosmetics in the shade Stretch, and then I added a little bit of a topper, and this is Lip Gloss Queen by Ofra Cosmetics as well. As much as I'm loving this makeup look right about now, let's move on to look number 2. We did not hit the reset button today. If anything, it is a different day, because girl, that blue was so pretty. I wanted to wear it the entire day, and so I did. Now we're gonna move on to the Coral palette. A lot of the comments on this palette are that you're having difficulty creating a look using the shades. I found it fairly simple, and you guys really liked the look that I created in my unboxing with Ty, so that is exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try to put a little bit of a spin on it. But the primary shade that we're gonna focus on is this one. I got questions regarding the primer that I used for the blue look. It is the Ofra Cosmetics Eye Gel Primer. For this look, I'm gonna start off with this beautiful duochrome purple lavender. It doesn't know what shade it wants to be. It has a little bit of hint of pink and all that good stuff in it. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead, and as you guys can see, I like to just pat my product onto its place first. What I'm doing right now is what I like to call mapping. I'm basically laying the product exactly where I want it to go and lightly figuring out placement and the shadow style I'd like to achieve. And yes, I am pulling it out past my eye as if it was like a wing, but it's not. Looking at this specific color directly on the eye, it doesn't seem super vibrant and crazy, right? We're gonna take it there, don't worry about it. Right now, again, we're just mapping out what it is that we want to achieve. I am now gonna grab somewhat of a flat type of concealer brush. This is more of a definer brush as well. And I'm gonna dip into this terracotta shade. I'm gonna flip the brush over, that way I have product on either side. And I'm gonna, again, map where I'd like this shade to go. You can totally use a pencil brush for this, but I find that sometimes pencil brushes make it way sloppier than it needs to be. So I like thinner brushes like this one. Grabbing a fluffy brush, I'm gonna move on in and blend this out. I'm not blending down, I'm doing windshield wiper motions back and forth as you see here. And if anything, I'm gonna bring it up just a smidge. Blending always takes a while, so I'm just gonna keep going here until I achieve the blend that I'm looking for, and we'll be right back. I'm actually pretty happy with the outcome. And now what I'm gonna do is you can do one of two things. You can either use a finger to pack on this beautiful lavenderish type of duochrome shade, or you can spray the pan directly and use another flat definer brush. I've done both. I'm just gonna go in with my finger because look how stunning that looks on that finger. Like, it looks so good and buttery. It'll pack on some of that shade. Grabbing a pencil brush, I'm gonna dip into the other shimmer shade, which is the last one. It's a very cranberry type of brick shade, but it has a nice like metallic finish. I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna take that baby, and that's the one that I'm gonna drag on the lower portion of the eyes, and I'm going to just drag it out, leaving some of that lavender in the middle. That way it's separating the top crease and the bottom. Apply some eyeliner, mascara, and falsies. And ta-da, this is what it'll look like once you've put it all together. I'm gonna move on, do this side, and I'll be right back. And here is the completed look using the Natasha Denona Coral Palette. I'm actually really digging this eyeshadow look. I don't know what's wrong with me, but like my creative juices are like flowing. And if you're wondering, the lip combo are these two products over here. I have the Ace Beauty So Gorgeous lip liner. I think I got this in Boxycharm, I think. And then I got this NARS liquid lipstick. This is their Power Mate Lip Pigment in Lowrider. I applied the liquid lippy all over the lips, and then I kind of ombre'd it with the lip liner. Quick costume change, and we're ready for look number 3. And we're gonna be using this little palette over here, which is the Ayana palette. For this look, I'm gonna incorporate an additional item. No, you do not need to have this specific item. Anything similar to this in a pot, in a stick form, a regular eyeliner would work. Or you can also skip it. The look would still come out really, really pretty. This product here is the Laura Geller Kajal Longwear Eyeliner. This one is in the shade Gilded Bronze Coal. I'm gonna use this as a base. Apply it all over the lid and crease. It doesn't have to be like super pretty. You can be real sloppy about it. It's fine. And then I'm gonna use a fluffy brush to blend that out. So what this is doing is it's going to create a wonderful base for the shades from the Ayana palette. That's why I'm going like brownie, bronzy. I'm avoiding the shade black for a base solely because I feel like that's gonna be a little too harsh for these brownie shades. Quick little tip is leave a little bit of setting powder under your eyes. It doesn't have to be you baking or anything like that, but a little bit of setting powder under the eyes is going to create a barrier between your base and any eyeshadow that were to fall down. And the thing about it is these shades that we're gonna use are gonna be dark, so you don't want that to fall down and then all of a sudden now you have all this dark darkness down here. The whole point of a beautiful smoky eye is just the brightness under the eyes and then the depth of the eyeshadow look. I'm gonna work my way from light to dark. Grabbing a big fluffy brush, I am going to go into this cream shade, apply that on the crease, and blend that all the way out. So we're gonna blow it out. Grabbing another fluffy brush, I'm gonna dip into this kind of cement stone shade. We're gonna do the very same thing. Again, we're building the depth onto the eyes. So we're gonna apply that onto the crease. We're gonna blow that out. And then whatever's left on the brush, we're just going to blend onto the lid. Using an eyeshadow brush, I'm going to dip into this chocolate shade. It's not even chocolate, it's like an espresso. I'm gonna tap out because we're trying to avoid a lot of fallout. Not sure if this will have it, but just in case. And I'm going to start off on the outer corner of the eye. I have an idea for this smoky eye, which is why I'm starting on the outer corner. I want to make it as deep as possible on the outer corner, and whatever's left on the brush, just bring it forward. I'm not gonna bring it all the way to the inner corner either because of the idea that I said that I have. I'm gonna push product directly onto the crease. As I mentioned for like the first look, you just wanna push where that bone is and it kind of divots in, and don't go any further up from there. Grabbing the fluffy brush that we used for the stone color, I'm just going to windshield wiper motion this eyeshadow for now, just so that everything gets a nice little blend. So far, everything is looking nice and seamless. I'm gonna go into this, you know, it's kind of like a gunmetal, but it's not. It has a little hue of bronze and gunmetal put together. I'm gonna grab that. We're gonna apply this on the areas that we avoided adding that dark shade. We're gonna bring that 1/3 of the way and blend that in. This brush comes in handy solely because I can go directly onto the crease and kind of cut my crease at the very same time with this formula. So we're skipping the entire concealer, sculpting, that whole step, we're skipping that. I'm gonna go back in to that deep little kind of espresso shade. I'm gonna tap out, and I want this to have a really seamless blend. So we're gonna go back and forth with both brushes so that we can blend both of these shades together. I'm gonna grab a brush and remove that powder from under the eye. With no additional product, I am going to use the eyeshadow brush that I used to apply that espresso shade, and whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna drag on the lower portion of my eyes. I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner and the mascara. And if you guessed the next step, then you're either my people or I'm just super predictable. I'm gonna go in and apply some falsies. Do keep in mind, you can totally skip the falsies if you're not a falsie person. It's perfectly fine. The look is still looking really, really pretty, but I just feel like falsies would add it like a little more flair to the look. Once you pop that lash on, this is what she looks like. I'm gonna go ahead, do this side, and pair it up with a nice nude lippy so you guys can see the final look. And here is look number 3 once it is complete. I went with a pinky nude lip combo solely because the first look was very nudie, and I wanted to give you guys different color options, being that you guys have actually really liked the other combos. So the lip liner I used is the House Labs lip liner in RIP. I think that's the name, or Rule, one of those two, but it's a nudie. It's like a nudie pink. Then I applied the Huda Beauty matte lipsticks in Anniversary. I just popped this baby all over my lips, and then I topped it off with an Ofra Cosmetic lip gloss. This is in Peony. I'm so sad to say this wraps up the video. Let me know down below in the comment section which one was your favorite, 1, 2, or 3. And if you choose to recreate my looks, make sure that you tag me on Instagram if you choose to post it over there. I'd love to repost your recreations over on my stories. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it easy to follow. And yeah, that is a wrap up for this video. Make sure you check out the videos that are coming here on screen. There are more unboxings, tutorials, how-tos, vlogs, and all that good stuff I know you're gonna absolutely love. And I'll see you guys over there. Bye guys!